Hello everyone, welcome to Vicky's Library. Today I'm going to talk about one of the famous scientists, C.V. Raman. C.V. Raman was one of the most prominent Indian scientists in history. C.V. Raman was the first Indian person to win the Nobel Prize in Science for his illustrious 1930 discovery, now commonly known as the Raman effect. It is immensely surprising that Raman used an equipment worth merely 200 rupees to make this discovery. The Raman effect is now examined with the help of equipment worth almost millions of rupees. Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman was born at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu on November 7, 1888, to a physics teacher. Raman was a very sharp student. After doing his matriculation at 12, he was supposed to go abroad for higher studies. But after medical examination, a British surgeon suggested against it. Raman instead attended the Presidency College, Madras, after completing his graduation in 1904 and MSc in Physics in 1907. Raman put through various significant researches in the field of physics. He studied the diffraction of light and his thesis on the subject was published in 1906. Raman was made the Deputy Accountant General in Calcutta in 1907 after a successful civil service competitive examination. Very much occupied due to the job, he still managed to spare his evenings for scientific research at the laboratory of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Sciences. On certain occasions, he even spent the entire night. Such was his passion that in 1917 he resigned from the position to become the professor of physics at Calcutta University. On a sea voyage to Europe in 1921, Raman curiously noticed the blue color of the glaciers and the Mediterranean. He was passionate to discover the reason of the blue color. Once Raman returned to India, he performed many experiments regarding the scattering of light from water and transparent blocks of ice. According to the results, he established the scientific explanation for the blue color of seawater and the sky. There is a captivating event that served as the inspiration for discovery of the Raman effect. Raman was busy doing some work on December evening in 1927 when his student K.S. Krishnan, who later became the director of National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, gave him the news that Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize on scattering of X-rays. This led Raman to have some thoughts. He commented that if the Compton effect is applicable for X-rays, it must be also true for light. He carried out some experiments to establish his opinion. Raman employed monochromatic light from a mercury arc, which penetrated transparent materials and was allowed to fall on spectrograph to record the spectrum. During this, Raman directed some new lines in the spectrum which were later called Raman lines. After a few months, Raman put forward his discovery of Raman effect in a meeting of scientists at Bangalore on March 16, 1928, for which he won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. The Raman effect is considered very significant in analyzing the molecular structure of chemical compounds. After a decade its discovery, the structure of about 2000 compounds was studied. Thanks to the invention of the laser, the Raman effect has proved to be a very useful tool for scientists. Some of Raman's other interests were the physiology of human vision. the optics of colloids, and the electrical and magnetic anisotropy. Sir C.V. Raman became the Fellow of the Royal Society of London in 1924. A year later, he set up Raman Research Institute near Bangalore, where he continued the scientific research until his death, which was caused by a strong heart attack on November 21, 1970. His sincere advice to aspiring scientists was that scientific research needed independent thinking and hard work, not equipment. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below which scientist you want me to talk about next.